Oh, a lot of thinking, a lot of thinking. Right, so I've got a custom order for a different basket. I make lots of different baskets, but a custom order is something a little bit different, a little bit special for her husband. I was too stupid to say no, but it should be quite fun. It's quite different. It's got lots of compartments, it has a little mini basket in it. A bit worried about the weight, but the customer seems fine about it. So these are like my normal baskets, and I have lots of universal parts, like the sides are kind of all the same on all my baskets. I have this kind of fold out handle, so these ends have universal parts. So this won't have many of the bits that I make repeatedly. I'm going to use the same handle pieces, but I need to make some more of those. You can see actually on the bench, I've got some laid out for this size basket, because you have to make the bits and then oil them. That's how I'm going to do it. So this one, she wants it to be 400 by 600, so it's quite a big basket, and then she wants a divider in the middle, and then we're going to have it so the handle can still fold down, but in the one side there's going to be a little basket that can come out. So it's kind of like a Swiss Army knife basket, but you know, it's money. You gotta make a living. So I thought I'd bake it, and I thought I'd film it. So let's get on with it. I'm gonna cut up some bits. I've just been going through this timber here. This is my reclaimed timber, and just picking out any staples before I start, because I don't want any of those going through my blade. There might be enough there might not be. So I need two big ends. So I'm gonna have it not kind of rounded like this, it's gonna be square. Actually, I have a drawing. So there's gonna be little feet on there like my medium baskets. Yeah, so mesh, handle folds down, and a little basket that goes in the middle, and a divider. So we'll try it, we'll see what it's like. Hopefully it won't be too stupidly heavy. I might actually pick out some lighter pieces of wood for the ends, because some of the wood's really heavy, some's not, depending on how much resin's in it. So yeah, let's go, let's go. Copyright, copyright, gotta watch the copyright, 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 copyright. Right, so we've got a perfect board for the ends, then we can rip some down for the sides. We could also rip some down for some handle pieces. I might make a batch of those for my other baskets as well. And then we can look at how we're going to make the weird little basket inside, because I think it's going to have some notches so that the handle can fold either way and still pack up nice and small. And we're going to have to make some feet, I think, because it's quite wide. I want the wire supported a little bit. So, get this piece cut up. Got two ends, and then this piece can be ripped down then to make handle pieces. Doesn't want to be much of a curve, I don't think. So what I'm actually going to do is just use my template for my small little medium harvest basket and just round off the bottom corners, which I'll cut on the bandsaw and then sand up. So normally my sides are 50mm, but I think these are going to have to be a bit wider because I need to put a little ledge in there to hold the little mini basket that's going to go in. So I think this piece looks alright. We'll rip down 275s. Yeah. We'll rip that down, and we'll also rip down a couple of little strips as well at the same kind of length. We can cut it up when we need it. Right, so we've got a lot of pieces here already. So we've got the two ends, sides with battens to hold the other one up. We've got feet, and we've got a divider. I'm hoping there's quite a bit of wood. This is my concern, is it too heavy? That's not too bad. That's all right. Okay, so next thing is to make the basket to go in between. So, obviously got battens going on there, so the in-between size, that will be 360 tight. So I think we'll do it 355. Need to make the handles as well, yeah, as well. And then it's going to be half the length minus the two ends. We said 600. Whoop. 560 plus half. So what's half of 560? Perhaps we go 40 mil on the edges. Oh, a lot of thinking, a lot of thinking. This genuinely isn't worth it for money. Should have said no. But it's all fun, isn't it? All fun. Let's rip 2 down at 60, 2 down at 40. Then we can rip some 50s down for the handles. So I need a hole in here to take the handles, and then I need to make my handle unit pieces. We need a 28mm hole there to kind of house in the handle, makes it like a little mortise and tenon. Hole in the back, put screw through, fix it all together, and a 6mm hole down the bottom for a coach bolt, which goes into this one as well. But we can do this one just as half. Normally I'd set a jig up because we've only got 2 to do. To work out half of 360 is half of 315. And we use the world's worst pillar drill. I keep saying this and keep using it. That fence there, just screwed on, is set to 25 mil down. Change it over now to a 28mm force the bit. That is the best part of 50 quid. Fortunately, like anything, if you want something good, you generally have to pay for it. And every force of the bit I got before this was a bit rubbish. It does seem expensive, £50 to drill a hole. But this one, I'm not drilling it all the way through, just drilling in the depth of the drill bit. I'm not going to set a stop because it doesn't work. Then from the back, to allow the screw in, we will drill, but I was going to drill it and countersink it. One of these little bits, quite handy things to have. Right, now it's a case of sanding these up and all the other pieces that I haven't sanded yet. And then we get the name burnt on there. We can brand my logo on the side pieces. Need to get this done for tomorrow. Everything's sanded up, so we're going to brand these now. Okay, next I need to burn the name on the side of here. My handwriting isn't great, but we'll try and get it looking something right. The word Everton Farm is going to go on there. So first of all, we'll find halfway on this. Okay, all the many bits are now oiled, so it's time to go and cut some mesh. And I know it's going to be 600 long, so what I'll do is I'll take this piece and we can roll it across and see how far we've got to kind of go with the mesh. Cut it, leave enough to fold over the edges, stop you catching your fingers on them, and we can cut the first one, and then we can go back and cut the smaller one, do it in 2 lots. So let's go cut that. Fight with the hardware cloth, which I hate doing. There's a bit of a squeeze in here. Let's see, we'll go to the top and then we can fold it down 3. Nicely. We'll roll and roll. There. Let's see what that is. Crimp the edges over. Okay, always the hardest bit is fighting the hardware cloth for these. It's got some nice little short staples in there, galvanised ones. It's big! Right. So a few 6mm coach bolts can go through. Clear my bench up a little bit. Knock them into the wood. Washer. Use a bit of a pinch rod to mark our handles, so just 2 sticks that you kind of slide in between, because it's hard to get a measurement in between otherwise. Then we just mark that and we'll cut it a tiny bit shorter just to pull the handles in a touch. Ah, so there's the basket. It's a good wait before it's got anything in, to be fair. Which was my concern with her wanting it so big. But it looks quite cool. I have to admit, I do quite like the look of it. Some little shelf bits. And then we can make up our little basket that's going to fit in there. I cut these longer not knowing what they'd be. We've worked it out now, we've got the divider in. So the wire cut, folded, do our same job again. Try and get it roughly halfway. Check if it fits. If it doesn't, I'm going to be annoyed. Like that. So we put a little handle on this one now. I'm not going to mortise it in because it's just too much with kind of altering the sizes and everything else. Sometimes you have to kind of draw a line of how good you can be. If I was making lots of these, then yeah, potentially, but it's only a little basket. So we're going to cut that behind the midpoint. Woo! What a lot of thinking. So we got that done. Big old basket. That slots in. Carry them both. And then you can fold the handle down and it still go away for storage. I think that has met the brief. So let's get the camera and have a look. Just the final detail, we're going to put a couple of screws and caps in the bottom to act as kind of like a little bit of a base and to spread the load on the wire as well. So it's just these little things. Exciting stuff, isn't it? So, I've made it. I hope you like it. I hope the customer likes it more than anything. I quite like the shape actually. I quite like this square shape. I might make some more similar, not quite as big. Obviously I had to make the sides chunkier because of the size of it and to hold this mini basket inside. I like this basket locking over the other basket. I think that's really quite cool. You know, how that works. It's kind of nice because it kind of still can go away underneath somewhere. I like the little mini basket. I've been thinking about making some little baskets for a while. I think these would be quite a good addition actually. Not exactly like this, but some little baskets to go alongside my other ones as well for like picking berries and things like that. So I think that works really well. I like how that kind of slots in. Getting it not slotted in. So yeah, it's just a case of getting this packaged up and shipped off to the customer now. And then I can make some of my normal baskets. But if you've watched this, thanks for watching. I'm sorry the camera quality was a bit poor earlier on. I must have pressed the button on the camera and not realised. Hopefully the rest of it made up for it. Or if you didn't get it this far, it doesn't matter, does it? So, thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up, like, comment, do your thing. And see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.